Hi everybody, this is BigPapaGrump, and this is our Board of Doom preview and predictions for the 2019 edition of WWE Extreme Rules. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of wing it. This is one of those bleh kind of ones. I'm wearing a freaking undershirt. So, we're gonna start at the top. So we're going to go Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch versus Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans in a mixed tag match where basically winner takes all. If Lacey and Baron win, they get both belts. Okay, I still don't think there's going to be a title change, so I'm going with Seth and Becky. I mean, come on, you're going to have a title change to Baron Corbin going into SummerSlam? That rematch is going to be that? Nah. So, yeah, sticking with the champs. Speaking of the other title, the SmackDown Live World Heavyweight Championship, or whatever they call it these days, Kofi Kingston versus Samoa Joe. Would love for Samoa Joe. I'm picking Kofi. I'm sticking with Kofi because I think Kofi's going to hold at least till SummerSlam. I'm not holding out hope for the whole Shane McMahon beating him for the title thing. I don't think they're going to put the belt on Samoa Joe. Maybe they put the belt on Samoa Joe at SummerSlam, but I don't think it's going to be at Extreme Rules. So I'm picking Kofi to win. Maybe there's going to be some hinkiness going on, but Kofi maintains his championship status. Okay, for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship, or I guess they just call it the SmackDown Women's Championship, Bayley in a handicap match versus Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss, and if Cross and Bliss win, they are co-champs. Stupid. Sticking with Bayley. For the United States Championship, the champ Ricochet versus AJ Styles. AJ just turned heel. I think AJ wins the belt, or at least wins the match. I wouldn't be surprised if Ricochet goes over. I would actually like to see him hold on to the title a little longer, but I think, they're going to do the whole 50-50 booking thing or whatever. So I think AJ captures the belt here, and then Ricochet maybe wins it back at SummerSlam or something like that. So, but I think they're leaning towards, they reunited the club. They need to give that some momentum, and they have to give AJ something to brag about. So the U.S. title would be a perfect vehicle for that right now. And I would love to see Balor jump in there too, because we haven't seen heel Balor yet. And Balor's actually a pretty effective heel if you go back and look at his New Japan Bullet Club stuff. He knows what he's doing as a heel. So I would love to see the title go to AJ and they kind of form that. For the Raw Tag Team Championship, the Revival versus the Usos. I'm just wishful thinking here, but I'm going to pick the Revival to retain. Usos have had enough runs with the title that they can eat a loss right now and maybe build up some credibility with the Revival and then get either themselves or another tag team over at SummerSlam. So I'm sticking with the Revival on that. And for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship, you've got the unnamed vegan champs, Daniel Bryan and Rowan, versus the New Day and Heavy Machinery in a triple threat. I think it's too early to put the belts on Heavy Machinery. I don't think they're quite over yet. And I think it's time to put the belts on the New Day so that the entire New Day have titles, and maybe when the New Day loses the Tag Team Championship, if they're going to do the whole Big E heel turn, which is still kind of out there on the peripheral, that would be a good way to, like Kofi still has his title, and, Big E gets, upset about it. Or Xavier. Xavier could be the one that turns if they do it. So, but we'll see. But I'm sticking with the New. I think they're going to put the belts on the New Day so that they all have a title. For the Cruiserweight Championship, you've got Drew Gulak and Tony Nese. I was a little surprised they took the belt off Nese. I'm going to be very surprised if they take the belt off Gulak. I'm sticking with Drew Gulak on this one. So I like Drew Gulak. I've liked Drew Gulak for a while. He's kind of fun to watch. I find him an interesting character. He's really good in the ring and all that stuff. Everybody in the Cruiserweight division has that kind of characteristic, but I don't want to see them hot potato the title. It kind of devalues it a little bit. So I'm going to hopefully they're going to stick with Drew Gulak as champ. Okay, in the weirdest build to a match. You've got Aleister Black versus Cesaro. I don't think in his current character debut they're going to have Aleister Black lose. Cesaro, while I would, I'm still in the camp that guys like Cesaro, Samoa Joe, Finn Balor should be at the top of the card, right up there with Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns instead of Baron Corbin. I like Baron Corbin, but his character's terrible right now. I really don't think that they're going to put Cesaro over here. I think they're going to use Cesaro to put Aleister Black over, so Aleister Black wins. Okay, in a last man standing match, you have Bobby Lashley versus Braun Strowman. This has actually not been a bad build-up. The angle that they shot 2 weeks ago on Raw, which apparently Heyman had his hands in writing or choreographing, where they basically did a silent, them both going to the hospital kind of bit, which was really neat. I don't think the match is going to live up to that, though. I'm picking Braun Strowman, although Bobby Lashley going over, putting him up there at the top of the card with maybe to challenge Seth would be interesting, but I think you've still got to get through Drew McIntyre before you get to Bobby Lashley, at least for me. I'd like to see that match at SummerSlam. But at the same time, they're building up Bobby for a reason. So if Bobby Lashley goes over, I'm not going to be surprised. I'm just picking Braun because I just think that they're going to use Braun to get Drew over first. So, and maybe Lashley comes around later. And in what's probably going to end up being the main event, you've got Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre versus Roman Reigns and The Undertaker. Interesting. I've got a gut feeling that Drew and Shane go over here. I don't think Undertaker eats the pinfall. I think that's going to be Roman. Something hinky's going to happen. Although it wouldn't surprise me if Kevin Owens interferes on behalf of Taker and Reigns, or if this whole Kevin Owens face turn thing is another swerve and he interferes on behalf of Shane and Drew, or if Bray Wyatt shows up and starts a feud with The Undertaker or something like that. There's so many possibilities there, but I just gut feeling says that Shane and Drew go over. Okay, so there they were, the matches for Extreme Rules. I'm going to be at the show, so yay. It's me, Junior, and Uppercut are going, and so should be an interesting time. I'm looking forward to finally seeing the Undertaker's entrance in person. So the text, of course, at the end with the current standings first, which RX Gambler is leading because, of course, he is. Why did we invite him? So, anyways, just kidding. So there it is. I've been Big Papa Grump. I will catch you next time. Check out my solo gaming channel under Big Papa Grump. I do Minecraft and a little bit of Skyrim and some Dauntless videos so far. And yeah, catch you next time.